Let's learn about closures and how can you apply them on maps or map function of a dictionary. So let's take example of a dictionary. So closure basically provides a convenient way of processing each element of a dictionary using a dynamic code. So let's take example of a dictionary which looks like books and price, right? And let's say we have a dictionary which looks like this. The book of the name will be Game of Thrones, and the price, let's say, is $50. So this is how you expect a dictionary, right? And then let's say another entry which is Fantastic Beast, price is $60. And then maybe the third one, let's say Harry Potter, and the price is, let us say, $30, right? So these are the three books we have. Now let's say conventionally, if you want to operate, and let's say if you want to change, for example, let's say you want to double the price of the books, each book. So the way to do that would be in using a conventional way. What you would do is you would operate in the dictionary like this, right? So we have to define a new array, let's say, or new dictionary, right? So let's say you just want to double the value of the books. So you might define the value of the books like this: array of integer, start with blank, right? So we will iterate through the tuples, and then what we will do is prices dot okay, we will say prices dot append equal to tuple dot value into 2, right? And then if you print prices, you will see prices of each book getting doubled, right? So 50 becomes 100, 60 becomes 120, and 30 becomes 60, right? So you have to write 1, 2, 3, 4 lines of code for doing this. So if you use a closure, we can write much shorter version of this code as follows. So all you need to do is so let's say new prices. We will do the same calculation but using a map function on the dictionary. So you say books and price and you call map function. So as you can see, map function, this is the signature. It takes a dictionary element and returns an array. It could be array of integer, array of tuples, or it could be array of anything. So here we can define the input would be key is of the type string, value is of the type integer, right? Okay, and then and then you can write in the code that you need to write right here. You can eliminate this since this is the last element of the array. This is a much shorter way, and here you can say, let's say, return value into 2, right? So this entire thing can be done in one line. And now if you print new prices, you have to define the new prices as well. Don't have to instantiate it. So let's try to print it. Yeah. So as you can see, the new array is also of this type, right? So as you can see, the entire code we could write in a single line of code. Even we might not need this. Let's see. Can it discover like this? Should be. Yeah, it works. So as you can see, the entire 4 line of code we have shortened into 1 line of code, right? You could also return, instead of value, let's say if you want to return key and value as a tuple of array, you can do that also. It will always be an array. It's some array, right? It could be, let's say it's an array of tuples this time. So it's the same thing, but let's say if you want to double the price, you could do that. So as you can see now, it has returned me each collection of tuples, but now the price has been doubled for each book, right? Or we can also do one more. We can also operate on key. We might want to, let's say, capitalize the value of key, or uppercase. Let's see if you want to do that. Let's see what happens. So as you can see, it has returned me a new array of tuples with the entry name of the book capitalized and the value of the price of the book has doubled. One thing you notice, the order of the dictionary is not maintained like the entries, but that's perfectly fine. So that's how we use map function on dictionaries.